So this says Burns spent some of his weekend on homework and watching TV. He did these activities for a total of 17 hours, and 2 times the number of homework hours minus 1 is equal to TV hours. So how much of each activity did he actually do? What am I trying to figure out? How much what and how much what? How much homework? X is homework hours. And how much what? Y is TV hours. So my first equation is just going to be how much time total did he spend doing these activities? It says he spent a total of 17 hours. So my first equation is that X plus Y has to equal 17 hours total. Now, we're not talking about money this time. So in the previous example, we were talking about a $5 bill was worth $5. And they're not worth something this time. This is just going to be an equation. 2 times the number of homework hours. How could I represent that as an equation? 2 times the number of homework hours. What was homework? X, right? So can't I just say 2x? And then it says minus 1, so I can just write minus 1 is equal to, so I write an equal sign, and then it says the number of TV hours, so equals y. So you're actually kind of translating into an equation the words, which tends to be hard for students. So it takes some practice. You guys have to be thinking about it, not just zoning out. All right, let's do substitution together. What variable should I use for substitution? Huh? Which variable should I use for substitution? It's already ready to go, right? See how this y is already by itself? Where am I going to take this 2x minus 1? I'm going to plug it into y in the first equation. You remember how to do substitution? This is what you're practicing on the homework tonight. And it might take a little bit of time. And I told you on Friday to get ahead. You could have started it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So you've got plenty of time. It's due tomorrow. Budget your time and get it done. So I've got x plus 2x minus 1, I'm plugging in right there, equals 17. This doesn't come naturally. This takes practice. This is difficult algebra, right? This should have been like the end of Algebra 1, you mastering it for an exam. Now you've forgotten it because it's been 2 years. It's going to take remastering it. What do I do next to combine like terms? How many x's do I have? So I have 3x minus 1 equals 17. What's my next step to get x by itself? Your brain should be getting sharper at seeing the next step. I want to get x by itself, so I want to add 1 to move it to the other side of the equation. 3x now equals 18. What's my next step to get x by itself? The opposite of multiply is divide by 3 on both sides. So 18 divided by 3, 6. What does that mean? 6 what? All right, so I did 6 homework hours. And could you quickly do the figuring out what the other item must be? How many TV hours then? How did you get that? Because they have to add up to what? 17, so 11 TV hours. Does that make sense? It says twice the number of homework hours, that would be 12, minus 1 is the number of TV hours, so it does work. Not super relevant, kind of a crummy application problem, not real engaging, but hey, we practice substitution writing out some simple equations so that we could use it for maybe a more interesting or complex equation. So now turn to page 108. 108. I'm going to do number 1 and 3 with you, and then you are going to try 2 and 4 in your groups, and I can walk around and help. All right, so solve the following application problems using substitution. Actually, I might just do 1 and 3 and leave 2 and 4 for tomorrow because we need to keep practicing applications over a period of days. So then we might do a minute to win it challenge, and I'm going to show you elimination so that you are planting the seed for tomorrow. All right, so 1 and 3. The basketball team ordered pizza and soda after their victory. Their total bill was $42.50. They ordered 13 items. The cost of a pizza was $10, and each soda was $1.25. How many pizzas and sodas did they order? How many pizzas and sodas did they order? How am I going to define my variables? What's X going to be? What am I trying to figure out? How much pizza? X is going to be pizza, and Y is going to be soda. I need to know how many. You could guess and check, right? So I could say, I'm going to try 5 pizzas and see if that works out. I'm going to try 7 pizzas, see if that works out. How many items total did they order? I always look for that total number of items first. So what's my equation then? What's my items equation? X plus Y this time has to equal 13. Now I'm going to have a money equation. How much does each pizza cost? And how much does each soda cost? Each pizza is $10. So I'm going to write $10 times X plus $1.25Y equals $42, what is it, and 50 cents. To me, that's the hardest part, is writing out your 2 equations. Now your brain should be like, all right, which variable should I get by itself? And I'm going to do my substitution. What do you want to get by itself? You could either get X or Y in the first equation. I think we're used to getting Y by itself. So let's get Y by itself by subtracting X to the other side. So negative X plus 13. Oops. Subtract X to the other side, negative X plus 13. I'm up here writing it now. Okay, so I'm going to put that in to the bottom equation where I see that Y. So this one is a little bit long to write out. So I've got 10x still plus $1.25, and then I'm going to plug in my negative x plus 13. Ugh, I'm squeezed. Equals 42.50. So on the board, I'll just write equals 42.50 so that you can kind of see. That should be right. That. All right, I do the distributive property. So I've got 10x. I've got a negative x here. So I really have minus $1.25 x's, right? I'm doing the distributive property. So now I need my calculator. What is $1.25, oops, times 13? It is $16.25. Ugh, I hate when I screw up and don't leave myself enough room. So 10x minus $1.25x plus 16.25 equals 42.50. I'm going to do the next step kind of combined so I can get my space back. I'm going to combine these like terms, and I'm going to subtract the 16.25 to the other side. So combine like terms. What's $10 minus $1.25? Can anyone do that in their head? Did you do it in your head? Nice. Okay, I don't think I can do this one in my head. 42.50 minus 16.25. I think I need a calculator for that. 42.50 minus 16.25 is 26.25. Sorry, I got to leave you more room. What's my last step to get x? Yep. So I'm going to take the 875 and divide it to the other side, and that will give me x. That'll give me my number of pizzas. I hope it comes out to a whole number because I can't order half of a pizza. It does. Comes out to 3 pizzas. Do you need help? Question? Turning it in? Really? All right. 3 pizzas. How many sodas did I get? Look back at the original equation. 10 soda. Total, I have 13 items. Sorry, I kind of crunched that one. I will be more mindful of the space when I do problem 3. The reason I'm going to skip number 2, hey, Evan, you're in this problem. I didn't write it this year. I wrote it another year. But anyway, this one's about money. I think you guys could do that one maybe tomorrow as a group. I'm going to skip down and do number 3. Here's a good geometry term, supplementary angles. Do you want to take it? Yeah. Oh, you feeling your stuff? Yeah. Still got like half an hour. Hang on 1 second. Oh, I'm sad. I won't tell your geometry teacher, I promise. Most of you took geometry, right? Were you going to take a stab at it? Yes. Supplementary, I'm just doing this so people that are going to watch the video. Supplementary add up to 180. So what does complementary add up to? Nope. That was a good guess. 360 is an important number. Which one? 90. I always taught students alphabetical order. C comes before S in the alphabet, and 90 comes before 180 when you're counting. But I've also seen this before. C for complementary and S for supplementary. I can make the C into a 90. I can make the S into a 180. I don't know, but I feel like those are important buzzwords in math for especially those of you taking the SAT this year. So I like that this problem reviews a little bit of your geometry knowledge. I wouldn't ask you this on a test without defining supplementary is 180 for you, but as mathematicians, knowing vocabulary from other courses is important. So a pair of supplementary angles adds up to 180. Oh, I actually said it in the question, didn't I? If the larger angle is equal to 2 times the smaller angle plus 10, what's the measure of each angle? I'm going to call X the smaller angle, just so I got to find my 2 angles, right? And I'm going to call Y my larger angle. I should have done that off to the side so I had more room. Shoot. Okay, what does X and Y have to add up to? 180, right? We know X plus Y is 180 because they're supplementary. All right, let's see if we can write the second equation. If the larger angle is equal to, so can't I write Y equals the larger angle is equal to 2 times the smaller angle, wouldn't that just be 2x plus an additional 10 degrees plus 10? There, I've got my second equation. You try to do substitution and bring it up into that top equation and solve for x and y. They both have to come out positive. They should add up to 180 when you're done. See if you can do this step. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to plug it in for y in that top equation and see if I can get to the end. This is what you're going to try to do on your homework tonight. At least write out your equations and make an attempt. 2-minute challenge before I show you some elimination. Let's see here. So I should have x plus 2x plus 10 equals 180 when I transfer the equation up, right? So I'm going to kind of do this step in one. So I got 3 x's on this side. And if I subtract 10 degrees, do I have 170 on the other side? So what is 170 divided by 3? Oh, did it come out not even? Oh, I didn't mean for it to come out as a decimal, but that's okay. X would have to be 56 2/3 of a degree. Did I do something wrong? X plus Y is 180. The larger angle is equal to 2 times the smaller angle plus 10. Looks like I wrote it out right. It just seems funky that I would have made it come out uneven or whole number. All right, if X is 56 2/3 degrees, I will try to not make them come out as fractions. I must have made a typo when I typed the problem. How do I get the other angle? I subtract it from 180, right? So my larger angle is 123 1/3 degree. I guess it's good to see something not come out as a perfect integer, right? It doesn't have to be 1 degree. each degree on that, remember what this is called? Protractor? You guys remember protractors? So, each of these is a degree all the way up to 180. You can have a fraction of a degree. I don't know if in trig you learn degrees at seconds, those of you who have taken trig, but all right. So I'm pausing there.